Hello and welcome to another episode of Aaron at the Fly Desk. This fly is going to get a lot of you guys really excited. This is a fly that I used probably 20 years ago on the Colorado River and wasn't catching a thing. Kind of made this fly up on the fly and threw it out into a big deep back eddy pool and caught a nice big fat rainbow trout out of it. And since then it's a fly that I like to have in the fly box for those days where you're just not catching anything. So today we're using a size 8 streamer hook, and we've got us a gunmetal bead with some olive thread, and I call this fly Aaron's rubber bugger, and you will see why here in just a second. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some nice fluffy marabou, and on this one I'm actually going to use the whole piece of this, and we want a big nice fluffy tail on this fly. The cool thing about this fly is I've used it for bass probably about as much as I have trout. It's a really good bass fly for you bass fly fishermen out there. So tail on this one is actually a little bit longer than normal when I'm tying a fly of this style. I really clamp down on my tail so it kind of poofs out like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of these fancy rubber legs, and you can get these a couple places. Yellowstone Fly Goods, Sportsman's Warehouse, Cabela's. Most fly shops will carry it. You can also go in the bass fishing section, and they sell these rubber skirts that you can put on bass jigs, and sometimes I'll use those. So I'm just going to cut a piece off, and I've doubled it over, and so I'm going to tie 2 on this side. Then I'm going to clip this, bend it back over, so now I've got 2 coming out the other side. And then I'm going to cut them to length so they're all about the same. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some copper wire, and I'm sure that's my wife texting me asking why I'm up so late, but when I don't answer, she'll know that I'm at the fly desk. So we're going to put this wire on the side of our hook, just like so. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get some semi-seal dubbing. This brand's Troutsman, and it's just kind of a golden olive color. And any type of dubbing will work. Mainly with this fly, I'm trying to get the color right. I like the olive color. I like brown. Even a dark brown works good. And all I do is I wrap about 1/4 of the way up, kind of bend my dubbing over, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some more of these legs. And you're going to see why we call it the rubber bugger. We're going to tie 2 on this side, and then we're going to take the other 2 and tie it on this side. And I'm just going to trim those down. And then I'm going to get dubbing again. Ooh, she's after me. More text, it sounds like. So now I'm going to go about halfway up. And we're going to put some more rubber legs on this guy. Or girl. This is a gender neutral fly. Two on each side. I'll trim that down as needed. Then we'll get our dubbing again. Just roll it on our pre-waxed anvil monocord thread, and I really start bulking this guy or girl up at the front. And we're going to do one more set of legs. All right. Two more legs. Okay. And we'll simply put a little bit more dubbing on the front, but we don't want to ruin our nice legs we got there. Just pack some of that in there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, we're going to take our wire and we're just going to barely miss these legs, but we're going to pack our wire through there just to hold everything a little tighter. Like so. You kind of gotta hold your legs over so that everything stays proportionate. Then we'll simply whip finish. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our trusty brush that we got at the local hardware store and brush some of this dubbing out and make this guy or girl super crazy. Then I simply just spin it around and cut my legs to scale. And you can even trim them lower. I kind of like the longer legs on this guy or girl because it dances in the water as you pull it through. And so that, my friends, is Aaron's rubber bugger, and this is a very, very deadly fly, especially for bass. So thank you for watching this episode of Aaron at the Fly Desk, and we hope to see you on the water someday. Thank you.